Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Storm and the Four Blacks of Disney. That's a good title, and I'm going to talk about that because that is so true. That is so true, and the reason why I want to talk about it is because social media kind of had like a debate about Storm's origins, or trying to do this whole thing. And this is the reason why I say the Four Blacks of Disney too, is because they also were used the same thing that they're doing with Storm is the same thing that they're trying to do with the four black characters that I named from Disney. They're trying to do this whole thing where it's just like, well, they're not American, and so it disqualifies them from being black characters or something like that. And it's just like, where the hell are we getting this shit from? They're black characters. Even if they're not from America, they're still black characters. But then not even that, then we get a whole debate about Storm's origins. I mean, are we that damn dense? Are we that damn stupid? Are y'all that damn stupid that y'all don't know one of the most iconic black fictional female characters of all time's origins? But it just proves that y'all don't really care neither. Because how the hell you gonna argue with somebody talking about, well, Storm's not African American, she's African. And people are like, no, she's African American, she's both. And you have people trying to argue back and forth, well, no, she's just American. No, she's African American. No, she's just African. And it's just like, are you guys fucking kidding me right now? It is not that damn hard to Wikipedia search Storm. And even if you don't, everybody knows Storm's origins. But because a lot of y'all don't read these comic books, you know these comic books that are for kids, these comic books that are lame, like you guys always want to tell folks, right? These lame ass comic books that is for children and stuff like that. Oh, okay. I can't even believe it. But even then, let's talk about her origins right quick. Storm, born Aurora Monroe to a tribal princess of Kenya and an African American photojournalist father. Storm was raised in Harlem, New York City, United States, and then they moved to Cairo, Egypt. She was made an orphan when after her parents were killed in the midst of an Arabian-Israel conflict. So yeah, I don't understand how hard that was. I really don't understand how hard that was. But hey, you guys and your wisdom of knowledge, Jesus Christ. And of course, Storm made her appearance in Giant Size X-Men #1 and was created by Lee Wayne and David Cochran. I don't understand how y'all don't know this. This literally goes with the origins, but I forgot. I guess most people are familiar with the X-Men movie, and they really didn't talk about her X-Men. They didn't really watch the X-Men cartoon show, but even then, everyone knew that Storm was the daughter of a Kenyan princess and African American father. It is literally in her origins, and it's literally stated. Hell, even Professor Xavier gives us a rundown of her story. So, and then if you read the Gambit solo run as well, you'll get more of that as well. So it's just kind of weird. And even then, where's the division of, does it really matter what version of black she is? She's still a damn black character. She's still one of the most important fictional black people in all of entertainment. So to sit up here and pretend like, oh, well, because she's African or because she's black or African American or whatever y'all want to do, that takes away from her being black. You know what I'm saying? And then let's talk about the four blacks of Disney that I call them, the four women of Disney that I'm talking about. So of course we have Kagadash, Princess Kida from Atlantis. We have Elysium from Gargoyles. We also have Esmeralda from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And then we have Princess Tiana, right? The 4 blacks of Disney. That's why I call them that. 4 black women of Disney that, you know, are there, that people kind of forget to acknowledge, especially when they want to push this whole diversity inclusion, or when they decide to take a classic white character and race swap them, especially to black. When you're like, well, what about these 4 black women? And then, of course, that's where I got people again talking about, well, technically, of course, we get the technical stuff, right? Well, Princess Tiana was mostly a frog. Okay, she's still a fucking black woman, regardless of what the fuck you talking about. Eliza, well, she's half Native American, so that doesn't really count. Yes, the hell it does. Her damn father was black and her damn mother was Native American. She is still black. What? Like, you can't just take that away from her because she doesn't look the stereotypical black. She's still a black woman. Esmeralda, well, she's Romanian. Okay, and she's still a damn black woman. And then, of course, Kyakadash, Princess Kida, or Queen Kida, if you want to get technical, she's Atlantean. She's still fucking black. I don't understand what the hell you trying to say. And that's what I'm saying. If people always want to move the goalposts when you give them, like, here are some examples of these people, here are examples of original characters or whatever, then they'll be like, well, but it's always a but with y'all asses. Put a butt plug in your ass and stop with the damn butts. That's what the fuck you need to do. Because it doesn't really make any logical sense for you to excuse those 4 black women. And like it or not, Princess Tiana is your first black Disney princess. That's the truth. Could they have went earlier with Kida and Esmeralda? Of course they could have, but they chose not to. They chose not to. And honestly, it's a real shame, because y'all could have had 2 black princesses with different backgrounds. You do realize, like y'all always like to say, oh, black people can come from all parts of the world, right? When y'all try to race swap a damn character, notice how that goes out the window, right? Like, one person will try and say they don't count. Well, they do count. Just like you do realize all those Disney princesses that happen to be white do come from different parts of the world. Just because they're white doesn't take away from the fact that they come from different parts of the world. You know, those same white characters, you guys always love to be like, oh, well, white people don't have culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Come on now. Y'all know darn well these Disney princesses all come from different parts of the world. Let's stop acting like Boo Boo the Fool and pretending like they don't exist. You know what I'm saying? Because they do. You know what I mean? Because y'all love pretending that. But see, let's even go because I know a lot of y'all love to be pretending like, oh, they don't matter. So let's talk about it. Snow White and Rapunzel are German. Cinderella, Aurora, and Belle are French. Ariel is Greek. Meredith is Scottish. Then, of course, you have Jasmine, Arabian. You have Pocahontas, which is English Pohawanian. Mulan, which is Chinese. Tiana, African American. Moana, Polynesian. And Raya, Southeast Asian. So again, don't pretend like these characters, these Disney princesses, just because they're a Caucasian woman, don't mean that they don't come from different parts of the world. So it's the same thing with these African American characters. I mean, these black characters. You know what I mean? So let's not pretend. And I love how when it comes to that kind of stuff, that's another thing too that divides the black community in general as well, is that you have a whole bunch of people, especially when it comes to the whole African and blacks or whatever. Everybody is divisive about what version of it, and at this point, everybody gonna see you as black. At this point, so you can be mad all you want to or whatever, but you're black. It is what it is. You can get mad. You can get mad all you want to. Well, I'm African or I'm African American. Honestly, it doesn't damn matter. When we're talking about, is you black? You black. There really isn't a thing, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what part of the country you're from. People are just going to look at you as a black person. So to diminish Storm, to diminish these 4 black women in Disney by saying because they came from different parts, they don't count. Or only one of them count. No, that's not how this shit works. You want black characters, you got black characters. Just because you didn't get a whole bunch of them, don't mean that they aren't there, and don't mean that you can diminish them or dismiss them because they not up to your standards of what you want for black people. That's not your decision to make. You get what I'm saying? The same thing with the whole Storm thing. Storm is both African and African American because her mother is African and her father is black from America. So she is both. But to tell people that they're wrong for saying that she's African American is just kind of like, what the hell? But this is what I'm saying. This is what happens. This is the dangers of not reading. This is the dangers of not doing the research. This is what happens when you keep everything secretive from people. You know what I mean? This is the stuff that happens, honestly. And as much as you don't want it to happen, it happens, Maybe it's time for us to stop ignoring history, ignoring these characters, and stop teaching people that this stuff is just for kids or it was made for kids. Because when you have this whole race war about what characters are what, even though, it really shouldn't matter, but because today's society made it a bigger deal than it needs to be, of course, you have to get fact-checked. And I welcome the fact-check. I will always fact-check a person about race and religion or anything in general that got to do with entertainment. But for you other folks that love Ariel so much, Ariel is Greek, bitch! Based off of a Danish fairy tale, she is still white. She is no kind of black. 2 origins that don't have nothing to do with her being black. So no, Hailey Bailey can't be damn Ariel. Kiss my ass. But yeah, that was my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.